Well, I have to say, one series I think everybody is super excited for is Eyes of Wakanda. And recently at D23, some comments from Marvel's Brad Wonderbaum were completely missed, and they really pulled back the curtain on what's going on with the show. So let's take a couple minutes to talk about Eyes of Wakanda, what Wonderbaum had to say, and some pretty specific details about the upcoming animated series that should get fans, well, pretty excited. Well, recently fans were treated to D23, but there was a lot of details that did not come out of the convention that are now finding their way into various forms of press. Now, yesterday I saw an article with an interview with Brad Wonderbaum, and as many of you know, he's the head of Marvel streaming television and animation, and has really been the official go-to resource for Marvel cartoons in the last 18 months. Now, at D23, Wonderbaum had a lot to say about the upcoming Black Panther spin-off animated series, Eyes of Wakanda. And I know you guys want all the details, so I thought we could take a couple minutes to talk about it. Now, at D23, Wonderbaum reiterated some known details, that this was actually a Black Panther spin-off show, it was set in the MCU, and would indeed be executive produced by Ryan Coogler. So those rumors of Coogler doing an animated series several years ago, well, that has finally come to fruition. Now, the big detail he did talk about was exactly who the series will follow. And as many of us suspected, the new series is going to follow the Wakandan Wardogs. Now, the Wardogs are Wakanda's elite operatives tasked with protecting the nation's secrets. They're kind of like the elite warriors that defend the country, almost like an intelligence service. And during an interview at the event, Wonderbaum actually revealed some pretty interesting details, saying, and I quote, "We meet different war dogs at different points in time, at different historical events where they have to go in and do their jobs, but oftentimes it pulls at their ethical boundaries and heartstrings." Now, this seems to confirm some of the things we've been hearing for a bit of a long time, and honestly makes this show a really exciting prospect. The Wardogs are awesome in Wakandan history. We actually first met the Wardogs, at least in the MCU, in the very opening moments of Black Panther, where T'Challa accidentally messed up one of Nakia's missions. Nakia in the MCU is a Wardog. Now, as far as the show goes, we're getting Wardogs from many different points in time, so I do believe Nakia will be one of those characters, but the more interesting prospects are ones from other eras of the Marvel Universe. This means we're very likely to see characters from the World War II era, maybe with Captain America, or even going farther back in time, which opens the door to a ton of possibilities, one of which we've been hearing for a while, which would be the Wardogs interacting with one of the previous mantle holders of the Iron Fist. Now, the idea that some of these stories pull at ethical boundaries and their heartstrings do suggest to me that they'll be intimately involved in some of humanity's most tragic moments, probably causing the Wardogs to have to make very difficult decisions on whether to protect Wakanda and its secrecy or do the right thing based on the situation. This to me sounds like some pretty interesting storytelling and giving us stories that might be very reflective of our real world and the moral complexities of international politics and events. Now, ultimately, I think one of the things Eyes of Wakanda and the Wardogs could help establish is the more broad history of the MCU, as it includes characters from the comics. If you're a fan of the comics, you know the Marvel Universe existed long before the Fantastic Four first took flight and kind of created Marvel Comics as we know it today. Marvel has tons of characters that have fit throughout human history, and I think this will be an opportunity for Marvel to reach deep into their bag and grab characters that many fans are unfamiliar with. This could see us visit places like Camelot or the Old West, where Marvel had a ton of characters in the past, and give them the chance to bring them to life for fans who are completely unfamiliar with this history. Now, obviously, this is one of those projects we're going to watch really closely. I think this is a huge hit for Marvel Studios and an excellent expansion of Wakandan mythology, which is deep and rich, and hopefully something that fans really love. We get some kind of release date on the series sometime soon. I am hopeful it will come our way in 2025. Marvel's got a lot of animation queued up, and this show, since it's been so shrouded in secrecy, we really have no idea how far they are in production, and they might actually have it finished and are just waiting to pull the trigger. We'll have to wait and see. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification, because we do daily Marvel and DC content, and we don't want you to miss any news.